I was just thinking about what I wanted to do, and I landed on something for Black History Month, something that encompasses how I'm feeling today, and also something that can reflect my thoughts these past few weeks. This is just a simple portrait sketch for right now, but when it gets on the canvas, I'm gonna go crazy. If I don't like the way that this turns out, I can just go buy a new canvas. And I feel like I haven't been in that mindset of just create something every single day. This is what I wanna work on today, but tomorrow I might wanna work on something different. The more I'm producing things, the more I can talk about it, the more I can express myself and just show people more of who I am. So I feel like this is a great outlet to be able to talk to the camera, to talk to people. With that being said, let me read you last night's journal. I said fluid like water. Each color should flow within the next. I was thinking too much of blue equals sad. That's just how I feel about blue. But trying to force that correlation onto myself and into my paintings doesn't make any sense when blue for me equals calm, blue equals breathing, blue equals serene. My blue may not be the same as your blue. My blue brings me peace, and my blue inspires me. My blue calms me down. The song that was playing at this time that inspired these thoughts is called Dreams Once Buried Beneath the Dungeon Floor Slowly Sprout into Underlying Gardens by Andre 3000. It's in his new his instrumental album, I feel like, when he's playing the instruments and things like that. I also wrote, I want to share my art. It's a thought that comes to mind after every single piece that I do share, but I want to share it in a much more organized way. I have so many thoughts and creative ideas for paintings, and it's about time that I drop a collection. I spent the last week reflecting on my life, where I am, and how I can translate the beauty that is life into 4 separate pieces. So I sat on it, I planned a body of work, and I'm going to get started. I feel like I spent the last 5 years overthinking a collection of work, but now that I'm older, I'm starting to see it as talking or speaking or learning a new language, right? Each piece of work is going to be a new word, and you're going to use those words to form a sentence so you can speak to other people. The more collections you have, the more you're saying to people. So when I sat down to make my collection of artwork, I wanted it to encompass me and everything that I want to say to everyone else. Conscious creation is just being intentional and deliberate inside your process and knowing exactly what you want to do and what you want to say to people, because at the end of the day, this is just a language that we're speaking. But this week's theme is blue and how blue makes me feel. Not how blue should make people feel and how blue is represented. I feel like over the years I spent a lot of time planning out all of my paintings and really going in on the line work, always trying to have a subject and a story inside my work. And it's not until these past few paintings that I'm realizing all you need is to sketch out your references and use those references to create something on the painting throughout the process. So when you try to visualize your end painting at the beginning of your process, it's really hard because you don't know how the process is gonna go. And I feel like a lot of us don't trust ourselves enough to start on a canvas first and just let our ideas run rampant on the canvas. The artist today, I feel we are in this cycle of, okay, this next painting has to be good, it has to be a banger. We need to get off our high horses and just keep on creating art. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. That's the only body of work that's gonna be here when you're gone. You need to get out of your head and start making the poems you wanna make. You gotta get out of your head and start making the music you wanna make. Wreck that page now. Worry about the structure and who loves it later. Anyways, it's 6 in the morning. I'm getting into this session by listening to some music, resetting my frequencies, burning some sage, and just getting into the mood, getting into the vibes. Now we're gonna go in on the darker colors and kind of redefine everything, see how the colors should be mixing. We're going to do a couple layers of acrylic painting, but then we're gonna come in with oil sticks and kind of add some texture and details. I really don't want to go all the way downtown into downtown Nashville, but I do want to explore a little bit. And I want to just sit down somewhere and just sketch in my sketchbook. It's such a task to make it out the house nowadays. Like, there's so much I want to do before I get out. And sometimes I don't even have the time because I have a baby with me. So I want to take this time before the sun sets to go out to a coffee shop and just spend some time sketching inside community and like around people. It's getting late, but I think I found my new favorite coffee shop. This place is so pleasing to look at, and it has relatively good lighting at night, so I think this is going to be the spot that I stop at most of the time. And I have this whole space to myself, which is something that I really like. It makes it easier to create and record. I always try my hardest to find places like this where it can just be me by myself, my thoughts, and just make it as sacred as possible. I have a lot of projects I'm working on right now, so just mapping them out. I have a to-do list, a brain dump, and then a weekly plan. And I'll run you guys through it real fast. I start off by writing down everything I'm thinking in my brain dump journal. After I get all the junk out and I organize it down into tangible tasks, I move that over into my to-do list journal. I'll map out all my to-do lists throughout the week inside my weekly journal. I love this layout because I can look at my weekly plan at one glance.
Makes its heart glad. Love keeps walking, even when carrying a heavy load. Out drag as straight as you can here. Lowering it towards the earth until that light blue comes back to center. Grab it.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm just on myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on scene. Think you know your girl's so funny to me. That's why you think I left by 1 or 2 times. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house is not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out to life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. You keep wasting my time, you keep wasting my time. Don't you on scene? Think you know your girl's so funny to me. That's why you think I left by 1 or 2 times. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold rain. walk away. Cause our house is not a home with no